I do this every month to help keep my credit score higher. Aside from making sure you're paying your bills on time, another factor that goes into your credit score is your credit utilization. Or in other words, how much of your total credit are you using on a monthly basis? Let's say you have two credit cards, each with a $10,000 limit. This brings your total credit to $20,000. One of the ways that the big three credit bureaus here look at your credit worthiness is by looking at how much of your available credit or how much of that $20,000 of credit you've actually used. In other words, the lower your credit utilization, the better. Credit cards typically report to the three bureaus how much of your credit line you've used at the end of your billing cycle. Let's say your credit card statement closes on the 14th of the month. That means that this entire period that's highlighted is your billing cycle. And you typically have 21 or maybe more days to pay off your credit card. And in this example, it would be the 5th of the following month. So everything you spent here in the blue would be due on the 5th. A lot of people think that as long as you make your payment before the due date, you'll be fine and it'll help increase your credit score. And to a certain degree, you're right, but there's a lot more that goes into it. What also plays an important factor is the number that your credit card company reports to the three credit bureaus when your credit card statement closes on this date here, in this case, the 14th. What I personally do when I need to put a lot of money on my credit card is I like to front load a lot of my payments before my billing statement ends. So in theory, I could max out my credit card at any point here, or even here for that matter, as long as I make a payment that's been posted to my credit card before this date here. So that would be any time in the last week or so. Then my credit card company will only report the balance of my credit card when the billing cycle ends on the 14th to the three credit bureaus. So if I've maxed out my card at any point during the beginning of the billing cycle and brought the balance back down to zero anytime before the statement ends, before the entire billing cycle, and my statement balance is $0 on the 14th, then my credit utilization is zero. Even though I already maxed out my credit card here, I just made the payments before the statement closed. That will lower my credit utilization and then increase my credit score. That won't happen overnight. You need to be consistent with this over the course of a few months and a few years. And it's not the only thing that's going to get your credit score to go higher. It's just one of the factors that plays a role in your actual credit score. But if you're paying your credit card balance in full every month, it's a great way to front load your payments and make sure that your credit utilization is lower so that your credit score is higher. You typically want to be at or below about 30% of your credit utilization. So in this example here, 30% would be about $6,000.